Seal Me Lover 101. Happy birthday to you, sweetie. Happy 13th birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Levine. Happy birthday to Levines. Happy birthday to Levines. Happy birthday to you. Oh my God. Indeed, all these lipsticks smells really good. Oh my God, smell chocolate, toffee. They smell delicious. Make sure you turn on your notification bell because now YouTube may not be letting you know when I upload a video. So if you want to keep up with my videos, turn on the notification bell. This was one of the biggest disappointments that I had ever faced, all in the same 24 hours. I could not move forward. And I'm sharing this with you because it get hard sometimes. You only human. But sometimes another person's experience can help you handle it better than that person handled it. So if something like this happened to you, I want you to handle it better than the way that I did, okay? I was stuck. It affected my life that day, okay? The word for today is integrity.
Testing 1 2 1 2. It's been a long day. You just wanna go away. You can't sleep at night, and now I'm here. I can't promise tomorrow, but you're gonna feel out today. We can tangle it away. Now I'm here.
My special spirits of lights, welcome back to my channel. Today I am just going to be doing like rambling, chatting with you, and it could be something like it could be something like Storytime, Ramble. I just want to talk to you about some things today, and then I got a couple of things that will help me bring some sounds to my video. Okay, so this is what we got in the package. We got something in here. I don't know why it's wet though. It's wet. That's weird. It's wet and it look like it is open. Look. Okay. We got this. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we got 2 bags of this. So let me open up this to see what this is. It leaked out, but it's still R2. Let me I don't really know what this is. Okay, this smells kind of clean, so it says It says makeup remover. Oh wow, makeup remover. So look down. It says on the package, makeup remover. Okay, got two packages. I'm so excited, you guys. So on the next video, I'm gonna try the product out. Okay. Oh my gosh. Bring relaxation to you while I am chatting to you, telling you about Spirit Girls last few days. Okay. It's been crazy. For the last few days, I have been Spirit Girl has been so sad and so depressed and disappointing in the last few days. And today I was able to bring myself out of it, and I immediately said, oh my God, I need to talk to my special spirit lights because I learned something through all of the things I've been through in a few days, and I want to share it with you just in case it's someone out there that kind of dealt with something similar to what I dealt with. Maybe this could help you. So today I will be doing some soft spoken and I will be doing some whisper. So it will be a mix. So I don't even know where to start. So let me see. Where can I start? HD Liquid Foundation. Wow. It came with a bag. This is so freaking cool. And this is the liquid foundation. It says base liquid. Okay. Oh, look at that. This is what it looked like. So when I come back in tonight, I'm going to go ahead and try to run it out. I'm going to try to put it on my hand first. Test it out. Okay, that's a pump. I don't know. I was thinking, is it something that's here? It says ebony. Ebony and ivory. Okay, so I'm going to try it. Put it right here. Okay. What you think? It looks pretty so far. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit on my hand. Okay. I'm gonna see, like, let it oxidize or see if it oxidizes or anything like that. Wow, what's that? It's earrings and a necklace. This is the makeup arm, and this is my arm. I'm gonna tell you what's amazing about this, you guys. My hand is lighter than the makeup, and that's fine. It's not too far off, even though I don't really like my makeup darker than my actual skin, but I feel like my face is, you think my face is darker than my hands. I don't know if it's darker than my body because like my body is like always mostly covered up, so I think my face get more sun. So I think this makeup will be fine. But let me tell you guys how amazing this makeup is. Okay, this makeup is so good. And I put on some earlier and I showed you. I had this makeup on for how many hours? What time is it, Nadine?
I put this makeup on at 11:30. It is 4:30, and I'm gonna tell you, it does not rub off. It doesn't come off. It doesn't come on my hand. It's not transferable. I started once I let it oxidize or let it dry. I noticed that even with oxidation, some of the orange went out, and I was really happy about that.
You guys, I got a package. I had got a few packages in the mail. I was so excited. Y'all know Spirit Girl has started her website, www.asmrchew.com. And me and my daughter's been working on it. And I finally got to the point where I have, just a little merchandise, just a little something to get me started. And my packages had came, and this came along with it. And I said, oh, I'm so excited to show it to you guys today. And I want to let you know right now that I no longer have the packages. So I'm going to tell you about that a little bit, rambling and what's going on. Like, I'm going to be all over the place because I don't even really know how to really explain everything that I've been going through. And I really don't want to go into no deep detail about it because that's what's not important here. What in detail that has happened to me is not important. What I learned and the lessons and the messages and the blessings that came out of it is what I want to share with you today so that I can help you today in some type of way. And hopefully you get something out of it. Now, speaking of this package, I got this package from the Elements Cosmetic. This is not a sponsored video. A sweet young lady who has lost her mom, bless her heart, has sent me this package, and she told me that she, has makeup and she wanted me to look at it. So I said, sure. I got it in the mail the same time that I received all of my packages. So it was very exciting. So yeah, I'm going to open up this package. And then I got me, oh my God, you guys, I have some time ago, one of my special spirit lights asked me to try some tea. And the type of tea that they asked me to try is called Show No Mouse. Gummy. Anyway, yeah, I got some. This is caffeine free. And I was so happy when I found it. So let me show it to you. I had some of this tea last night. It smells so good. It was so refreshing and so relaxing. And this is what the tea bag looks like. It's got all of the little herbs and flavors in it. You see it? Yeah, so I have me some hot tea. And right now it's a little bit too hot to really sip on right now. But I just wanted to let my special spirit light that had recommended this tea to me, I just want to say thank you so much. I absolutely love this tea. Let's see, I got oh, I thought it was earrings. It's not earrings. It's a necklace. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my God. It's so ethnic looking. I love it. Look at that. It feels like a leather belt right here. And it look like you got like the sun right there. That's really pretty. Look Now I have some pistachios. I know that you all liked it, the video when I did just the sounds. I thought the sounds were so wonderful and so relaxing. I did a whole video on this right here, but I never opened up the package for you to show you the pistachios. So I'm going to show it to you now. A lot of people said, Spirit, I thought you was going to eat some pistachios. I love pistachios. I wanted to, but I wanted to focus on just the sounds to help you kind of get some sleep. But this is the pistachios that's inside the bag. And look at these pistachios. They're kind of big. They have to crack open, which I love. I paid like $10 for this, right? Just so I can bring you some relaxation. So because I paid so much for it, I'm just not ready to really open it. And, I don't know, I kind of like the way that it feels inside of the bag. And it is so like it just sounds so relaxing. So yeah. So today, since people are really saying they want me to eat some pistachios, I got a cute little small bag right here. And then I got this cute little in the package. It has eyelashes, it has a brush, and a beauty blender. I feel like it's Christmas. Oh wow. Oh, it's not a brush. It's like a plastic. I think you put makeup on that. I don't really know how to use that, but I'm gonna figure it out. Look at that. Eyelashes. Wow, that's nice. Eyelashes. That's a nice case for them. That's nice. Oh my god. Cute little cup. Little bowl. I'm gonna put the pistachios inside of it. I just have a few of them inside of the cup, and I'll buy you snack on here and here. Not gonna really do too much eating in this video, okay? Where I can start from. Okay, so Spirit Girl has been getting ready for the great big story to come into town. They've flown into Texas from New York. If you hear any noise in the background, my daughter's walking around. We're getting ready. We're getting ready for walking again today. Yes, I snapped some of my Snapchat people. I let them know that I was starting to walk again. I did 20 minutes. It was too much for me. It was just too much. I did 20 minutes down and
Just did my 20 minutes of walking. Fresh air, oxygen. I feel dead.
I was so freaking tired, you guys. Oh my God. And we're going walking again today. And I have some great news at the end of this Storytime Ramble. That's why I said lesson, messages, and blessings. And that's why I want to talk to you today so that I can share that and bring that with you. I know I done said that again, but this is a ramble, so I'm rambling off at the mouth. Integrity. Let me say it again. Integrity. I'm going to say a few statements and I'm going to say it again. You're going to hear it come up while I'm talking, but I wrote this down. It is what it is. Don't make no excuses for nobody. Don't make no excuses for nobody's bad behavior. Don't reward nobody for their bad behavior. Once a person show you who they are, believe them. Believe them. Okay? So let Spirit Girl start. And while I'm starting, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to kind of switch on this slime. Okay? Yeah, this Spirit Girl just say slime. Yeah. Okay? I got, look, let me put my little glasses on because I got this for Christmas. Sweet little girl named Sweetie sent me a Christmas gift, and a couple of things came in the bag. She sent me this cute little stocking. It was so freaking cute. It was filled with chocolates, and Spirit Girl ate them all. I ate them all the first day I got them. Two cute little cards. Me two little cute little cards. It says from Jocelyn Sweetie. Okay. And this one is so cute. She drew the snowman on it. Let me read you this. Can you see the card? It's so cute. Oh, it's so cute. Merry Christmas, Spirit. And thank you for the card you sent me. If people are being mean to you or saying you would never reach your goals, don't listen to them. Because you are really strong. When I first met you, I saw a beautiful, smart, nice, and funny person. I hope you have an awesome year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Oh my God, this is so cute. She sounds so mature. She's only like 11 years old, you guys, okay? She's too much, okay? And look, she gave me some slime. Oh my God, this is too much. Okay, I had opened the slime during the Great Big Story. I was vlogging while they were setting up the camera, and the slime leaked everywhere. Okay, but this is the slime that she has given me. This one is in a blue bag. Okay, I'm gonna take some paper towel and try to wipe some of the slime off, but the other one is still oozing out of the bag. Okay. Because I had so much on my mind. So I started squeezing the bag and I didn't close it good enough. She also sent me these. These are so good. You can see that I ate, some of them. I shared some of them with my daughter. This could be a good time to eat a piece of chocolate.
Got our new channel today. Subscribe and look forward to some great videos with me and my daughter. ASMR, Spirit and Nadine.
It's got some type of nut in the middle. Those are really good. Story, I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze on the slime that's in the bag. I'm not gonna take it out because the last time I took it out, it went all over the place. Let me get a good look at it. Let me tell you, the Great Big Story team, like I said, had flown in. So excited, and I was kind of nervous, like at the same time. And Spirit Girl has happened to be looking at her phone, and I had got an important message. I had got a very, very important message. And all of a sudden, when I got this message, me and my daughter started freaking. We were so freaking happy. I was so excited, and immediately everything that was in the works, all plans were supposed to just come to a halt. And I was thinking to myself, oh my God, what am I going to do about the Great Big Story? Because this is so important and this is life changing. And when I got a message, I immediately responded with yes, yes, yes. The Great Big Story has been communicating with me, and we have been planning this for over a month now. So I was thinking, like, I don't want to let them down. They had already flown into Houston. They was already at their hotel, and I was already scheduled to meet up with them literally that morning. I started thinking about how, what do I do, about this situation. And the first thing that came in my mind was, you know what? Okay, this is how I'm going to handle it. I'm going to get through the Great Big Story, and then once I'm done with the Great Big Story, I am going to literally take up the offer that was given to me. I said, but I'm not going to cancel the Great Big Story. And I had promised my sister that I was going to send her some things. I said, I'm still going to go to the post office, and I'm still going to send my sister her things. I went and picked up my packages, and I sent my sister off the stuff that I told her that I was going to send her off. And then I got all my packages and all my product in for my website. I was super duper, like literally, really, really freaking happy. That happy. Okay. That morning I was vlogging. I went and met up with the team. I met the people at the Great Big Story. Shout out to Michael. Shout out to Don. I met up with the team. I was so excited, and I came back, and we started filming, and literally I stayed so literally relaxed. And what I did was I decided to let the people know that I already had a really great obligation to the Great Big Story. And they said, oh, that's not a problem. And they told me that, well, as long as you can leave after you're done, So it was like, It wasn't something that I planned on. So that night before the Great Big Story, I had to find my outfit for the Great Big Story. I had to find my outfit for the offer that I had received. And I had to pack my suitcase. I had so much to do. I had to clean my house. I had so much to do the night before that I was almost overwhelmed. But I was so high with excitement that I literally was able to get through the night and not be so overwhelmed for the Great Big Story. I was really, really happy, but I was prepared to leave traveling once, I was done with the Great Big Story team. Things didn't really work out the way that they were supposed to work out. And I had found myself doing a lot of communicating, running back and forth, trying to see how things were going to play out. Well, that morning came and time was still going past and things didn't work out. So I never got to experience the life change that was offered to me. I never got to experience it. It was just like it came, and then the next morning it was like a waiting game. Like I was just waiting and trying to understand like what was going on, what was taking place. So I'm not gonna get into detail about it because it's not really. It's a really important, it would have been a really life-changing for me, but it's not really important about the message that I want to share. So I don't want to go into detail about it. Integrity. Integrity goes a long way. A person that has integrity, that has class, that has honor is huge. That's a huge thing. And when you are in a situation that you have no control over, there's nothing you can do. It's all on the other people or the other person. And all you can do is wait and see how it play out. Integrity plays a big part, okay? Spirit Girl found herself after the whole situation played out, you guys, I was depressed. Spirit Girl was so sad. It was, I had the biggest and largest excitement in my entire life. And it was I'm going to say one because I had a lot of disappointments in my life, but this was one of the biggest disappointments that I had ever faced, all in the same 24 hours. It was too much for one person to handle. It was just too much. I did everything on my part as far as responding, cooperating, and keeping in contact with the people. And they kept in contact with me. They responded to me. They were talking to me. The last conversation I had, I found myself literally waiting. It was like a waiting for something. Maybe a sorry or an apology or an explanation. I found myself literally waiting, and because of the person, I found myself saying, okay, this is everything that took place. So now I know that, stuff happens, stuff come up. That's what happened with life. Life threw you curveballs. So I was like, they're going to contact me. They're going to, say something to me. They're going to respond to me. They're going to apologize or something. I found myself just waiting and wanting to believe. said the PEG didn't want to do a makeup video for you. So I can try to make about. I'm excited to try it out. This person is like, a really, really great person that there's no way that this person would, do something or lead me to believe that they're a cruel person, I didn't want to believe that anyone could be so cruel and be so mean. So I was still waiting. And then after the waiting, I started to feel sad. I started to feel disappointed. And everything that I had planned on doing, it was just harder and harder, to try to get it done. And I was supposed to get myself ready, and I was going to do maybe a makeup video or something like that. I could not bring myself to the camera to say, okay, let's do a makeup video. I could not see myself doing nothing other than just waiting for something to change, to fix the bad situation that was happening to me when I was so willing and so excited and so ready. And now it was like a completely different vibe, a different, situation. And I just didn't even know how to handle it. Eyelashes are called fashion lashes professional. Stipple, 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 stipple. Stipple, 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 stipple. This is rubber. I never used one of these before, so I wondered if it just goes like that. I don't know. I could not pull myself back into me feeling happy and feeling excited about life again. I just felt like I saw nothing but like a black hole and just darkness. That's what I felt like I saw in my mind. I was just so sad. The other Christmas card that Sweetie had sent me was for my daughter. So she just said Merry Christmas and she left her a message. I found myself laying in the bed and I couldn't pick myself up. It was nothing I could do to make me feel better. And my daughter, she kept coming to me saying, Mom, I am so proud of you. You did so good with the great big story. Oh my God, all of your spiritual lights are going to be so proud of you, Mom. She said, Mom, I know you're sad and I know you're hurt, but everything happens for a reason. And because you were so excited about the life-changing news that you were able to do a really, really good job with the great big story. Doing the great big story, you guys, I was so happy that I didn't get nervous at all. So I got through the great big story really, really good. My daughter was very, very proud of me. Now, the very next day I got up and I tried to pull myself together and it was just really, really difficult. But that night, I told my daughter, I said, you know, I need to cheer up. So I want to eat something good. So we went to one of my favorite places. I went to this place 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, when I walked in, he was like, hey, it's nice to see you. I said, yes. He said, I already know what you want. I already know what you want. I'm going to get it together. It'll be 10 minutes. I was like, well, you know that I don't want this, and I want this, and I don't want that. He said, no, I got you. You always order the same thing. I always order the same exact thing. I never changes it. So 2 weeks, that was 2 weeks ago. When I got my food and I got home, oh my God, you guys, me and my daughter tore that food up. We tore that food up. It was so freaking good, okay? It was good. Let's come back up to when the next night I'm feeling depressed and sad and I want to cheer myself up. I goes in there. He said, hey, how are you? I said, I'm great. He was like, I already know what you want. I'm gonna get it together. I was like, oh my God, thank you. I appreciate it. He said, no problem. He said, it's gonna be like 10, 15 minutes. So me and my daughter left and we went to a convenience store, got a couple of drinks. We came back to pick up the food. When I went inside, I went and get it. And he said to me, I did everything the way that you like it, the way that you always order it. And I was like, for some reason, I know that this could be annoying. I always gotta have confirmation. I always gotta repeat myself to people to make sure that they understood exactly what I asked for. So I said to him, did you make sure that you didn't add no such and such, and that there's no such and such, and that you have such and such? He said, oh, just the way you like it. I did it just the way you love it. So, here comes the word again. Integrity. Because I've been ordering from this person for 2 years. 2 years. And I never really had an issue, maybe 1 or 2 times, but they fixed it. And the reason why I go to them is because I don't have to worry about my food, because they always make it the way that I want. So, and because my food is always good, I felt like this person showed me integrity, showed me class, and showed me honor. I took my food, I walked out the restaurant, I came home, and I was in the car and I told my daughter, I was like, well, let's just eat good tonight, and hopefully tomorrow I feel better. I get home, Me and my daughter set up the table. And I'm not filming because I'm too sad, I'm too depressed to film. I felt like if I had filmed at the time, had talked about what happened to me too soon and not had enough time to reflect on the lesson, the message, and the blessing out of the whole situation. So my daughter went and got our drinks, and we were so happy. We sat down, went to open up our food. I started shaking. My daughter was like, ew, what is this? I was like, oh my God. My daughter said, oh my God. Mom, I saw you talking to him. Why would he do this? I said, I don't know. I don't know. I'm looking through my food, and the more I looked through my food, I was so disgusted. My food wasn't even presented well. Normally my food is so like food porn. It's so freaking pretty and so freaking gorgeous. My food just looked terrible. It was like horrible. I was just like, oh my God, what the freak is this? So me and my daughter, we wrapped the food back up. Now, I'm gonna be honest, when he gave me my food, I came home, I didn't really like go dive straight into the food. I took me a shower, I got myself nice and relaxed. So by the time we looked at the food, he was already closed. And I'm glad he was closed because I would have went back up there. I wouldn't even want the food. I would have want my money back, and I would have went off. I would have been off on him. Like literally, I would have told his tail off. So I'm happy that he was closed. So I told my daughter, this one a little hard to get into. So I told my daughter, just wrap the food up. I don't even want it. And my daughter said, well, we could take it back to him tomorrow and let him know, like, this was so disrespectful and wrong. I told my daughter, I said, no. Once a person show you who they are, believe them. This man smiled in my face and told me that he knew exactly what I want. I always get the same thing. He even repeated to me what I was supposed to get. I asked him, was my order correct when I picked it up? And he smiled in my face and told me yes. I don't know why he would do something like that, but there it go. Integrity. No integrity, no class, no honor. I'm not going to ask him to fix it. I'm not going to say, oh, you did my food wrong. I'm going to give you another chance. Could you fix it and make sure that you do it right this time? That's just like a person smiling in your face and did you wrong. You didn't do anything. You did not do anything to them. And then you say to them, well, maybe you didn't mean it. Let's try this again. And then next time, it's worse. The best thing for you to do when a person shows you their true colors is to leave them right there and let them flow out of your energy and you move forward. Now, I'm going to tell you how I'm going to move forward. Even though I've been dealing with this person for 2 years, okay? I know what took place when I went in that restaurant. That person was overly happy to see me. He made me feel really, really good. He repeated my order to me before I can order it and told me that he was going to specially handle it and he was going to take care of it. I was so excited, and I went back in there and I repeated what I was supposed to get, and he smiled in my face and told me, enjoy your food. What I feel like, that person don't want my money. I'm not going to reward bad behavior by going back in there, ordering food, and giving them another chance to disappoint me. I was so disappointed again. I was disappointed with what had took place the night before with the offer. And now I was hugely disappointed with my food after I done paid good money for it, okay? And let me tell you, this person is high. Their food is way higher than if I would have went somewhere else. But I didn't go nowhere else because I liked this person. I liked the way the food tasted. I liked the way they handled my food. I didn't have no problems with them but a couple of times, and they fixed it. But this time, I felt like this person deliberately messed up my food and knew that they would be closed by the time I realized that they messed up my food, and knew I would be upset. Knew I would be upset. So, Spirit Girl, yes, I was disappointed, and I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I'm not going to mess with him no more. He's never going to see me walk in his restaurant. I will cook my own, or I will go to another restaurant to order what I want. But I am no longer dealing with that particular restaurant ever again. Okay? Now, you can take that in your situation and use that. Don't make excuses for somebody's bad behavior. I could easily say, it was just a terrible mistake. They didn't mean to mess up my order the way they did. They didn't mean to smile in my face and repeat to me that they didn't mess up my order. Just don't make no excuses for nobody when you have been disappointed by them. It is what it is. It is what it is, okay? And then the last one is mute. I might be saying it wrong. No, it's called hot cocoa. Right now, I have one Rihanna lip gloss. I'm thinking of. Try this on. I'm gonna look at a few find. So Spirit Girl went to bed, and that morning, my daughter said to me, Mom, let's go down to cryotherapy and let's go to the sauna. But she said, before we do that, let's go walking. So We went walking. I haven't walked in a long time. I used to walk every single day. Like walking was important to me. Getting oxygen was important to me more than exercises. So I walked every day. Man, that 20 minutes almost like to kill me. I like to die. My freaking chest was burning. I felt like somebody kicked me in my side. And I felt like at any moment, I'm just gonna faint. I'm just gonna faint because I'm tired. But I did good. I got through it. I mean, my daughter went to cry therapy. Now, you have to be in the freeze for like 3 minutes. I normally get in there and I take it like a champ. I do better than my daughter. But I was so sad the whole time that I was down there getting undressed and getting ready for it. I just kept on playing the situation over in my head of how excited I was. I was just kept on replaying it. So by the time my daughter got out the freezer, it was my turn. I couldn't even make it halfway through it. I couldn't do it. I usually focus and I get through it. And the young man said, "But do you want to stop right here?" And I said, "Please, just open the door, please, please, I can't take it." He opened up that door. I got out of that freeze, that machine, and I told my daughter, I said, "I'm so sad. I just can't focus on anything else right now. I just can't." And she said, "Well, Mom, let's get in a sauna and maybe you'll feel better once we're in a sauna." So while I was in the sauna, I did relax. But I kept saying to myself, okay, I'm going to check my email. I'm going to check my messages. I know I got a message. I was just waiting for something when I get home. When I got home, no message, no nothing. That made me even more sadder. And what I want to tell you is, when someone or something truly disappoint you, that you have no control over, there's nothing that you can do to fix it. Nothing. Because it's not on you. When it's literally not on you, because you can't do anything to change it. You have to move forward. Because I'm going to tell you why. Wow. Those people or that person that disappointed you, they're living their life. And you're so sad and depressed that it's affecting your life. They don't have nothing to do with what you're about to do, what you're doing, what you're involved in, your situations. They ain't got nothing to do with that. And because you're so sad and so hurtful inside like I was hurt. It starts to affect your everyday regular life to the point where you may not eat, you may not sleep, you may not do your job, you may not go to work, you may not continue on what you were supposed to do because you're so sad and disappointed inside that you can't move forward and you get stuck. And that's what happened to your girl's spirit. Spirit got stuck. I was stuck, okay? I could not move forward. And I messed up something. I paid for that. I paid for my cryotherapy, okay? That it is not cheap, okay? And I could not complete the session because I was so hurt and so disappointed. I let that person affect my normal life because I could not move forward. I'm sharing this with you because it get hard sometimes. You only human. But sometimes another person's experience can help you handle it better than that person handled it. So if something like this happened to you, I want you to handle it better than the way that I did, okay? I was stuck. It affected my life that day, okay? So after that, I came home. After that, I came home and me and my daughter decided to pull out the scale and to weigh ourselves because I had been drinking plenty of water. I had been eating right and I had weighed myself. I'm not going to tell you how much I weighed. A couple of days before. And I completely kind of changed my routine of how I do stuff. So when I got on the scale, in my mind, I don't know. Why do you think when you start like changing the way you eat and you exercise and you do something different, you're gonna be on the scale and you're gonna be 10 pounds lighter. When I got on the scale, I just thought, okay, I done lost at least 5 pounds. At least 5 pounds. When I got on that scale, Spirit Girl gained weight from the time that I had started eating right and exercising and drinking all this water and relaxing. Spirit Girl gained weight. I was so mad. I said, I did all that walking for what? I went without my snacks for what? I was so freaking mad. I started crying out loud. So upset. My daughter was holding me and I was hugging her. And she was like, Mom, it's okay. It's okay, you know. Sometimes you gain weight first before you lose weight. And I was like, no. So then my daughter gets on the scale. And she on the scale. And I'm ready to be, I'm ready to support her. I'm ready to hold her if she start crying, right? She gets on the store and she goes, oh my God. Oh my God. And I'm like, it's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. And she's like, oh my God, I'm so happy. I was like, happy about what? She said, let me get off the scale. And then she stepped off. She said, let me step back on. And she said, oh my God, this can't be true. And I goes over to the scale and I'm looking, because we've been recording our weight like every day, monitoring it as we try to change our lifestyle. She gets on the scale for the 3rd time. My daughter lost almost 3 pounds. I started hollering and crying because my daughter lost weight and I gained weight. I was so upset. And I want to tell you that sometimes when you're so sad and you're so disappointed with the world and everything that's going on with you and with people, you hold on to that stuff is heavy. That stuff, that energy is heavy. A lot of times it's not even that you gain weight. It's you carrying on. You're carrying a load of bad energy, heavy energy. And I felt very weighted down in my heart. I felt like my soul could not be lifted up. And I told my daughter, I said, I think I know what it is. No matter how much exercise I do, no matter how much of I try to eat right, until I figure out how to get out of this disappointing energy, I'm probably not going to lose no weight at all. And I was so disappointed in myself for gaining weight while I'm sitting up here doing everything different so that I can lose weight. I was so disappointed. Yet again, back to back to back, disappointed again. So then, the next day, me and my daughter decide to go to get a body wrap. And you know, when you start talking about you getting a body wrap, you know you are about to be snatched. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking to myself, I'm about to get body wrap. I'm be sweating. They're about to pull some toxins out. I was so freaking happy. So me and my daughter drank all of this water. Like, if we had gallon jugs, but we filled them up halfway. We had been drinking water the night before, that morning, that afternoon. We go get a body wrap. The lady wrapped us in black plastic. She wrapped my thighs, she wrapped my stomach, she wrapped my butt. I was excited. So my daughter was in the bed, there was 2 beds in there for the body wrap. My daughter on one side, on the other. So I'm laying there for about 5 minutes, we conversating, we talking. And my daughter like, ooh, it's getting hot in here. And I was like, okay. I'm thinking like in my mind, yeah, it's getting warm because I'm in plastic and everything, it's getting warm. So then my daughter was like, wow, I'm really sweating. Now, let me tell you the kind of person I am. I sweat when I'm nervous. I sweat when I get out the car to make it to the store. I sweat when I'm tired. I sweat when I'm doing my makeup. I sweat. My daughter just came in here and said we gotta get ready to go. So I might have to do a part 2, but I'll be back. If I don't do a part 2, I'll just be back. I'll just finish when I come back and finish out my day. But your girl sweat no matter what. My wig, this here right here, will make me sweat. If my heat is on too hot in my car, I will feel the sweat on my neck. Your girl sweats, okay? So I'm wrapped up in plastic and I'm not feeling nothing. The plastic moving around, and you know, when plastic get hot, it starts to melt and stick kind of to your body, okay? I don't have body wraps before. I'm waiting for it to get hot. And I feel the heat. I feel like it's getting warm, but it's not getting hot. You know what I'm saying? So I saw my daughter, I said, hey, you feel me sweating over there? I said, yo, Dean, hot? She said, yeah, it's real hot. I'm really sweating. I was like, mine's not getting hot. But then the lady came in here and she's like, oh, the temperature get hotter. Like after a certain amount of minutes, it go up, it go up, it go up. I'm still waiting. Now when I start to sweat, my toes sweat, my feet sweat, my fingers start to get wet. I start feeling like a little moist right here. But I was rubbing my hand like on my arms, and my arms was so freaking dry. Like underneath the plastic was so dry, it was no moisture. And I was just like, So she told us that we had to be in there for 40 minutes. And I wanted to say, excuse me, this not working. Something not right. But I didn't do that because I didn't want to be like annoying. After 40 minutes, she comes in there. She takes the bag off my daughter. In my mind, I was thinking maybe I'm just making too much of this. When she took the bag off of me, I done sweated a lot. She takes the bag off my daughter, let my daughter out the plastic, and my daughter is drenching. My daughter like, I'm so glad that's over with. And the lady was like, soaking wet, okay? Wet. Like, her hair was sweating, her face was sweating. She was sweat all over, okay? So she comes over there and she takes the bag off of me. And I see her stop. She stopped and she looks at me. And she kind of like touched my arm. And I said, yeah, I don't think it's working. She said, oh, it's hot, it heated up. I was like, no, I didn't sweat at all. There's no sweat on my neck, there's no moisture, there's nothing, my eyes not watering, there's nothing behind my ears, there's nothing on my legs, my toes not wet. Even when she cut the plastic off from around my legs and my tummy, the lotion that she put on me had clog. You know how lotion, when it get cold, it gets thick? When it's on your skin temperature, it melts, right? The lotion got thick. It never melted. That's when I think I started feeling itchy. And when I start feeling itchy, my anxiety is about to start. And if my anxiety start, spirit girl sleep, okay? You about to deal with JP, like for real. You about to deal with JP, seriously. And this bed did not heat it up. I did not sweat at all. Even you said that I'm like nothing. Like I'm not supposed to be where you can rub me and it sounds like this. It should have been moist and kind of hard to like go back and forth. You can go just like this on my skin. And she said, well, I think the problem is that you didn't drink enough water. I said, I said, that's all I drink. That's all I live by is water. She don't know that I have to drink a lot of water every single day. She didn't know that. She said, I think that you're just dehydrated, so it just didn't work on you. First of all, I'm meaty. I am meaty. I have a lot of meat on me. And when you have a meaty person like myself and you put some heat on me, it's going to pull some freaking water out. And when you go get a body wrap, the reason why you need to drink a lot of water is because it's going to make you sweat. It's going to drain you. It's going to pull water out of your body. It did not do nothing for me. And then you're going to tell me I don't drink enough water. That's why it didn't work. Disappointing. I was so disappointed. I was so upset that I wanted to cry. And it wasn't about that. It was about the whole thing. Like the disappointing energy was just around me no matter what. It showed up. It was not going away. And then from there, the lady told me to come back, which I'm going back today, and we're going to try a different bed, you know. And so I'm happy about that. So that's why I got to go. But me and my daughter decided to go get some lunch after we left there. And we went to PDQ. All we wanted was the kale salad. Kale salad, that big kale salad. Y'all seen it in my vlog before. Gets up to the window. A lady said, they don't have the kale salad no more. So we said, okay, well, can we get the beans and rice? She said, oh, we don't serve that no more. That's gone. It didn't even hit my mouth, y'all. So, she said, oh, she started naming everything that's gone. All of the healthy food gone. Everything that don't have meat gone. So now they serving everything that the fast food chain serve, like McDonald's. So I said, well, what can we get healthy? She said, we got the chicken Caesar salad. So my daughter was like, okay, we'll take one of those without the meat. I said, and she said, you'll get everything that comes in it except for the chicken. And I said, oh, okay. So the lady brings us up say $19. So me and my daughter kind of looked at each other. $19. And she handed me my receipt and she said, have a blessed day. I had to go to the other window. But you know how you on your way to the window and you know like something don't seem right and you kind of like trying to look at your receipt and trying to understand like how it come to that price? I get to the window and the young man is at the window. He handed me his bag. And in the bag seemed kind of big. And I was like, okay, the salads must be big. They're going to be good. I guess the salads just cost a lot of money, but they're going to be good. And on top of the bag, had a whole bunch of napkins on top of the bag. So, and I still kind of felt like some type of way, like $19 is a lot for just 2 salads. So I asked the young man, I said, excuse me, how much were the salads? He was like, hold on, let me go find out. Take 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And then he comes back. I was like, what's taking him so long? He comes back and he says, sorry, I can't tell you that. I said, you can't tell me how much the salads were? He was like, I don't know. I don't know the price of it. I said, okay. Could you go ask some manager or something because I only ordered 2 salads and maybe I was charged the wrong thing. It came to $19 plus tax, almost $20. I just want to know how much the salads are. So he leaves. Take like another whole full minute. Comes back. A lady comes to the door, comes to the window, and she's on the fence. She was like, you ordered the chicken salad without the chicken. You got everything everything in the salad that comes with the chicken salad except for the chicken. And I said, I know what I ordered. I just want to know the price of it. She was like, well, why? Why? Foundation stick. And this one says Ramble. It looked like a lipstick, so check that out. Same name on the outside. Maybe the name's different on the inside. Oh wow. You don't like what you got? And I was like, no, I didn't even look at what I got. I just wanted to know the price of it because I feel like I was charged the wrong thing. So she's like, hold up, I'll be back. She leaves. I look at my daughter. I said, what the freak? What the freak is going on here? So I moved the napkins out of the bag and I lift the salad up because while she was going to go get somebody else, I was getting ready to start eating my salad. When I looked at my salad, it was like 6 pieces of lettuce, like 6 kind of like folded up lettuce. 6 pieces of loose lettuce. No shredded cheese. It was about 3 croutons, not a whole bunch of 3. And then, you know, in the salad, I don't really eat croutons anyway. They just kind of make the salad look good. But it was nothing else. No black pepper, no salt, nothing else. Like no shredded cheese. It wasn't full. It had no, just nothing. It was nothing else but like 6 pieces of lettuce. And then the tray was like this. It wasn't like this, like the kale salad. And the kale salad was cheaper. I said, oh, what's this? Oh, okay, this must be extra lettuce. Our salad must be at the bottom of the bag. So I pulls my daughter's salad out, and my daughter looked at me, she's like, what is that? I don't want that. I said, hold up, what is going on here? So the lady come back to the window, and she says, the salads are $8.99 plus tax. I said, I only have about 6 pieces of lettuce in my container. I can count it. But that's what you ordered. I said I ordered a Caesar salad without chicken. And there's like 3 croutons and 6 lettuce. There's not even shredded cheese. It's powdered cheese. There's no flake cheese. There's no cut up sliced cheese like it was in the kale. Like, I don't know what's going on here, but this right here, this is smaller than something you would get from McDonald's. And even at McDonald's, a side salad don't cost almost $10. She said, well, what do you want us to add? You want us to add cheese? And I said, no, what I want you to do is just give me a refund. And she was like, well, I'm not going to be able to give you a refund without no receipt. And I'm going to tell you what's crazy. What's crazy is normally they say, do you want your receipt? And normally I say no. But this time when the lady asked me did I want my receipt, I don't know why, but I said yes, please. Just like that. And so when she said that, I easily pulled out my receipt and I handed it to her. And she stood there and she looked at it and she's like, so you just don't want nothing. I was like, no, I just want a refund. And again, I was so disappointed. I was already disappointed at the fact that they done went from like a healthy place for like people to eat, not just regular people, but vegetarians to eat. And I was just thinking, like, they done took away, eat meat. That would not be a good place to go eat now. And I was sad about that. Then I was disappointed because I felt like the lady at the window could have said, well, listen, the Caesar salad only come with like 4 to 6 pieces of lettuce, and it's mainly chicken and whatever. And if you don't get the chicken, you're not going to have anything but a little couple of pieces of lettuce. And I would have said, oh, okay, well, no, thank you. And I would have drove on. Customer service, integrity, okay? The lady comes back to the window that I ordered the salad with, and she was like, well, nothing else comes with the Caesar salad. And I was like, okay, I know that you don't put a couple of pieces of chicken and 6 pieces of lettuce inside of a $10 salad. I know you don't. I don't know if you're trying to be funny. I don't know what's going on here. I just want my refund, and that's it. So the young lady gave me my refund, and me and my daughter left. And I said, oh my God, I was so upset. I told my daughter, it's okay. I couldn't even think of a place to go eat. And I know where to go eat when I'm hungry, but I couldn't even think of where to go eat. I was just so upset. So me and my daughter went to Subway. We go to Subway and I ordered 2 chopped salads from Subway for me and my daughter. And there was a young lady who kind of cut in while the lady was making my salads, and she was like, "Can I get a meatball sandwich with 8 extra meatballs?" And the lady was like looking at her, was like, she was like, "Just trust me, it's double meat, you know." So the ladies put down our chopped salad and went and started getting everything together for this lady's sandwich. And I thought that was kind of like odd, but I didn't say anything. I just waited. And then once she finished with the lady's sandwich, she started back chopping our salad and asking me what else do I want in it. And I just kind of like just stayed really, really calm because I just felt like I was just so sad and depressed. Like, don't get no more madder and upset than you are. So after I got my salad, I went to the car and we started to head home. But my daughter started eating her salad. My daughter's salad was very, very watery. It was so watery that she was so disappointed. So when I started eating my salad, it was bland, it was wilted, it was watery. And there go disappointment. There she go again in my face, in my life, making me sad again. And I was like, okay, what is going on here? I have got to get rid of disappointment. Okay? So, okay. Okay, you guys, I gotta go, but I'm gonna continue the story when I get back home tonight. So I'm not gonna probably be able to put this video up till tomorrow. Today is Friday, so it may not be able to go up till Saturday so that I can finish it out. I'm not gonna cut it into 2 parts. I'm gonna go ahead and make it a whole story time for you. Love and light. I love you, and I'll see you back in just a little bit.
How long you got with the story? How long you got to go?
I'm almost done. Why?
Well, then just finish your story.
How much time do I got?
You got like 15 minutes.
Oh, okay, I can finish it. Okay. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's pretty. Oh my God. That is freaking gorgeous right there. Okay, this is the last bag. Okay, I think this thing got dry card. Oh, it's still glass is really cute. Whoa. Oh my God, that's a pretty red. Yeah. Wow. Beautiful. This one is Bella. Ooh, Bella looks absolutely gorgeous. And I love the name Bella. It's so beautiful. Ooh, it is pretty. Wow. Look at you, Bella. Oh my God. Wow. This one is called Antique. Oh my God, yes. That is, shoot, that's gorgeous. These are some really, really nice colors. And then this one is called Red, just simply red. Wow. Wow. That is so freaking pretty. I got my whole setup ready so I can do an unpackaging and unboxing video. Like this video right here is supposed to be an unpackaging unboxing video. So I started going to go get all my packages and all my stuff that I bought for the website. I was so happy so that I could show my subscribers what I have and what they can purchase. And I couldn't find the box. I couldn't find the box. So I asked my daughter, have she seen the packages? And she said that they were in the box and she described it. But the box that she said they were in, I thought the box was empty. So I started putting in all of the trash in it when the Great Big Story was here and cleaning up as they were packing to leave. And I sat it by the door. And my daughter said, Mom, what is this? I said, that's garbage. So she took the garbage out. Now, this was a few days ago. This is today. The Great Big Story was here Tuesday. Today is Friday. So the garbage done been dumped probably 2 times now. So I was like, oh, no. Oh, my God, no. I had like 5 packages. And I spent all my money on this stuff. And my daughter's like, what happened? I was like, my packages are gone. She said they were in such and such. And I said, where's the box? Where's the box? She said, what box? I said, box. She said, describe that. She said, I threw the box in the garbage. You said it was garbage. And I was like, my packages was in that box. All my product for the website was gone. I threw it all away. My daughter threw it in the garbage. She misunderstood it for garbage. I told her it was garbage because I didn't know what she was talking about, because the same box that the packages were in, I thought was empty, and everybody was filling it up with garbage when the Great Big Story was here. And when she asked me, was it the garbage? I said, yeah, and my packages were inside of it. So I started running around the house, just praying and hoping that, I don't know, the packages show up, that there's no way we threw away all my product. So then I started crying. was so upset. So then I told my daughter, I said, oh my God, we need to run to the office. We need to find out where the garbage man dumped the garbage. And then we need to go to that place and beg them to let us in. And we need to get in the pile and start digging up my stuff. And my daughter's standing there looking at me like this. Mom, we can't do that. Get dressed. We got to go find my stuff. She said, Mom, it's gone. It's nothing you can do. It's gone. I was like, my money. I spent a lot of money. My stuff is gone. And she said, Mom, I'm sorry, but we can't go to a landfill and dig in a pile of garbage trying to find it. It's gone. It's nothing we can do. And then, boom, it hit me. Me throwing away my product had nothing to do with what I've been through. It had nothing to do with anything. With the big disappointment, with the offer. It had nothing to do with nothing, but it was so connected. It was so connected. The reason why disappointment was showing up in my life for the last few days and not going away, and everything I touch and everything I do just made me sad and disappointed me, is because I had expectations. I expected someone to contact me, to apologize to me, to give me an explanation, something. I expected something that I wasn't going to get, and that they really don't owe me. They really don't owe me. Integrity and class and honor would have been nice, but at the end of the day, don't nobody owe you nothing. At the end of the day, it is what it is. And when I realized that there was nothing I can do about my product and that it's gone, how can I fix this? Where can I get started? How can I move on? I can't go get the product. It's gone. I can't fix it. But what I did was I got a little bit of money left. No, I wouldn't be able to get the amount of the product that I had now because I really invested in what I did get. But what I was able to do was get a portion of each thing that I had and start over. And when I went to go try to retrieve the product, lucky for me, it went on sale. It went on sale. So Spirit Girl was able to get it just a little bit cheaper, and I was able to recover some of my stuff, my product from my website, and start over again. And at that moment, I thought about the person who hurt me, who let me down, who disappointed me. I said, wait a minute. This person showed no integrity, no class, and no honor. They didn't care about my feelings. They didn't care about my situation. I could have really messed up things with the great big story. I could have canceled everything, all the opportunities that was around me because of the offer that was placed in front of my face. I could have messed up a lot of stuff. I could have let down my sister. But at that moment, I realized that I'm waiting on something that don't exist. Integrity. It is what it is. Don't make excuses. Don't make excuses for somebody's bad behavior because I love the person. I did not want to take off the veil to believe that they would be so cruel and so mean and that they would do this on purpose. I did not want to believe that. okay? And don't reward bad behavior. Do not put yourself out there trying to make excuses and lower yourself for somebody else's bad behavior. When somebody show you who they are, you believe them. Why am I waiting for someone to fix this when they showed me who they are, when they didn't have compassion for me, when they didn't have a heart, when they didn't have consideration? Why am I waiting for the situation to be fixed? Just like my product was gone to the dumpster, to the dump, is gone. There's nothing I can do about it. The only thing I can do is let it go. I can't cry about it. I can't cry about it and stop everything that I set out to do and say, forget it, I give up, I'm done. No, it's gone. So now Spirit Girl is moving forward. And the way I move forward, I did the best I can with what I have and I let it go. Yeah, I threw away my product. It's gone. It's disappointing, but you know what? It's broken glass. Let it go and move on. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. And what's so crazy is I went to go check my email. It feels really good. It's just really nice. Very creamy. You go. They're really pretty colors. And I hope you enjoyed the unpackaging. And I'm looking forward to trying to make it on. So make sure that you turn on your notification bell. Make sure you thumbs up. Join the love. Leave a comment. And definitely, if you love Storytime and you love my makeup videos, make sure you hit notification bell. And if you like my vlogs, make sure that you like, comment, and hit the notification bell for the vlogs so that you will see my vlogs when I load them up. And this is really, really pretty. Yep. Thank you so much, EC, the Element Cosmetics. This was really, really nice. I truly appreciate you sending me so much. I did not expect all of this, but this is definitely really, really a blessing. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to try it. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Back into the bag. These are so nice. This is so cute, y'all. She hooked your girl up, so I can't wait. I had orders on my website. I want to say thank you so much to my subscribers who support my channel, who support my website, supporting the ASMR Chief family. Thank you so much. And it brought joy. I was jumping up and down, even though all of this has happened. I said, oh my God. It was such a blessing that I said, okay, now I'm going to stop at the store and get me some thank you cards so that I can, when I send off the product, once it comes back, once it's re-delivered to me, once the product get here, I can mail off the product, ship off the product to everybody who ordered from me and send them such a beautiful thank you card. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go buy some thank you cards. A blessing came out of my lesson, okay? And I got the message that what God was trying to tell me. it took me to throw away my products to connect it to the offer that was given to me, and then how I was highly disappointed to say, you gotta let go of things. You gotta learn to move forward and keep moving so that you can continue doing what you set out to do. And now I'm no longer hurt with the person. I'm no longer disappointed with the person. I feel nothing towards the person. I don't expect the person to ever say anything, contact me or nothing again. If they do, they do. But if they don't, they don't. And I'm okay with that. And that's what I want you to understand. Don't have don't put too many expectations on people, because they will let you down in the biggest way and you will be hurt, and it will affect your whole life. And then after I put all my orders, after I took all my orders off the website and got myself together, I decided to boil me some eggs and get on the scale. Guess what? Your girl lost 2.5 pounds. 2.5 pounds. Your girl. Yes. Your girl. I lost weight, you guys. I was so freaking happy. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. I was so shocked. I lost 2.5 pounds. So I'm so excited, you guys. So now I'm going to go get my body back. I'm going to go walking, and then I'm going to come back and edit this video so I can get it up for you. So, love and light, and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Shout out to Sissy Bear, Matt Jones, Mia Rockwell. Hi, Mia. Hi, Mackenzie Brown. Hi, Mackenzie. Shout out to Nia Harry. Do you know that I think it's DOYOUKNOWDAWAE. Shout out to Sarah Cyan, Kevin DIYs, Area Davis, Miss underscore, Ducky underscore, Jones, DRAWS, Leonore Oliver, Core RTV. I love you, Core RTV. Shout out to Me Okay. Be Okay. Madison Page. Cat. Shout out to Layla Waters. Hi, Layla Waters. Hey, George Fox. Yes. I hope that this story time inspired you and helped you with what you was going through. I definitely got your message, George. Shout out to Lorraine Lidge, XXKNXLSP. Shout out to Francisco Ortega. Shout out to Keon Love. Shout out to Frankie with New Pasta. Shout out to Night Star. Hi, Night Star. Hey, Malaysia Felton. Hi, Madeline Vasile. Hey, Tanisha Peace. Hey, girl. Isabel Rex, RATZ. Hi, Ice Queen. Hi, Layla Slay. And shout out to my special spirit of light, King Roman. Thank you so much for your comment. I truly appreciate you. Spirit girl, love you. Yes. Check out our new channel today. Subscribe and look forward to some great videos with me and my daughter. ASMR, Spirit and Nadine.